Welcome back to the Wrong Kind of Music podcast. This is episode 14. It's a Ketos special. We have been away for I don't know how long. So the podcast is coming back. We've got loads planned, but right now we're with Pete from Ketos, Dwayne from Ketos. They've got a new album out, so we're going to talk about the album. We're going to talk a bit about how you've been doing in Metal to the Masses, and then some other usual shite. Probably more nonsense towards the end of the podcast, thanks to the beers. So
definitely.
Let's get stuck in. So the new album, it's out and all. It was out last Friday.
Yeah, it was out Friday.
2 days.
First question I've got for you is why do an album? And the reason I ask that question is there's been a lot of people I know that have bands that have went away to do an album and they kind of drift away from the scene and you don't hear from them for a long time, and people, fans are like, can be a bit fickle. So why do an album rather than just a series of small CDs?
We talked about that. We talked about doing EPs and doing singles all over the place, and we just thought getting a full album out is just what we wanted to do.
Plus we had the material there. Between Keith and Dwayne when we started, there was 20 to 40 songs ready to develop, ready to go. So we took a whole pile of them, thought we'd make an album. We didn't disappear to do it. We sort of went in sessions at a time and then still gigged and still rehearsed. And
I think that's why it took us so long, because we did it bit by bit, recorded 2 songs and then went back to gigging for a bit, and then back and recorded another couple of songs.
You recorded with Josh from JCR.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in that.
Yeah. Why just go for that? Because previously you used, am I right in saying Manor
Park?
Park.
Yeah.
He was great. Well, Manor Park, when I was younger, when I was in college, Manor Park was the place to go. It was the best place to be. And when we started, I was like, right, we gotta go to Manor Park. It's great. It's known for being the best. And then we went there. It was fucking brilliant. It was great. We were really happy with it.
Oh yeah, we were really happy with the call of it as well.
Yeah. And then one day this bloody Call to Arms track came out. No gods, no kings, no masters. That it was fucking amazing.
That was literally it. Someone saw through and went, what the fuck?
I heard that and I was like, where the fuck is that production coming from in Ireland? That's ridiculous. It's amazing. So found out it was Josh. Got in touch and was like, that's where we're going to do the album. It was basically for me hearing that track, I was like, holy shit.
Josh is the go-to guy at the minute. Everyone's
so
going to him.
Yeah.
And he's every single time he's just knocking it out of the park.
And don't get me wrong, Manor Park is amazing. It's brilliant. But Josh has the whole modern metal fucking sound down.
I think that's the thing. Manor Park's good as well, but he does a lot of rock stuff and indie bands and things like that, whereas Josh has got metal down to a T.
Yeah, you want to work with someone who gets what you're doing.
Yeah,
sure. How long has the album been in the work for then?
Got some 2 years.
Yeah, a long.
Yeah, it's been fucking ages, to be fair.
There was a lot of demoing and back and forth, and
it was one of those things that we didn't really we planned for it to come out a lot earlier than what it did, but we just thought we'll just wait until we got it exactly the way we want it before we put it out. There's no we need to get this out now.
Yeah.
It's more get it the way we want it.
I think it's been finished from last summer.
Yeah.
But then the label and all getting involved sort of stuck another delay on it. So we wanted to release it the right way, and it just took as long as it did, but now it's out and hopefully everybody likes it.
Yeah.
In terms of, mainly lyrically, but are there any sort of themes? Is there any sort of message within the album?
No, we tried not to stick to one thing.
There's a lot on it. You go through all the songs and each one is about a different thing. We didn't want to be a sort of have a theme album or be a band about any kind of one thing. There's a lot of things on it that deal with those different issues, from personal problems to the state of the bloody world's politics to the Lost Ones, Keith wrote. It's about abuse within the church. You've Harmacist about the fucked up medical industry. There's one, which one of these here? I'm reading them off now. Into the Maelstrom. Into the Maelstrom isn't about anything negative at all. It's about the fucking love of metal and the fun of music and trying to encapsulate the feel of being swept up in a big circle pit. So every song's about something different.
Yeah, just put metaphors on it to sort of twist it that way.
It's just about everything. It's just having a crack.
We were talking about that as well at the start. We were to make it easier to write things where we do a concept thing and then sort of go with it. But then that many different things just came out naturally that we just thought we'll just do whatever comes naturally.
What is the writing process then? Is there one of you that does most of the writing, or
no? We don't really have a set writing process. It's just sort of sometimes someone will come with a chunk of a song or a finished song, and then we'll work round it or like tweak it or whatever. And then sometimes like skip the chains. We went into the practice room and set everything up and mic'd it all up. And then we wrote for 3 hours and just recorded it all. And then that was the guts of that song. And then we took it from that and tweaked it. But every song's just sort of different. You know, some will come maybe with 2 riffs or whatever, or Pete will come with like something. And yeah, we just work from there. There's no set way of I'll bring a song or Pete will bring something or whatever. It's just whatever happens naturally, like, you know.
It's a very, very organic writing.
Yeah, that's the way we do it. Like, there are a lot of songs that we started actually earlier than some of these songs, but they just haven't actually been finished yet. So they'll probably be on the next one. But it's just these songs got finished first.
And is it going to be another 2 years for the next one?
Probably.
Hopefully not. Well,
we started writing already. So
yeah, there's a few tracks well into development already. So
yeah.
Who knows?
He's done a video for one of the songs, Harmacist.
Yeah.
Tell us a wee bit about that. How was that?
I think we went with that song because it's got a little bit of everything from all of the styles of everything we do, and it's kind of short and snappy, and we thought it'd be a great way to sort of introduce everyone to what they're in for with the album. It's really fun to do. The video for it was really fun to do. We actually took one of the barns up at Keith and Garth's parents' house, which is a big fucking farm. Plastic sheeted up the room like a fucking Dexter kill room, and just went for shooting it in there, and
that was good as well.
It was really good fun.
Have to rent out a room for like a long period of time. We just had that, and we'd use that for like a couple of weeks. We had that out for weeks. Like, I think it's still maybe up.
Yeah,
it's pretty sort of highly polished video. It's was it?
Yeah. It was Carl Quinn from Empty Horoscope Media. We were quite lucky to get him. He's a pretty busy guy, pretty hard to get, and he only does things for like the TV and big companies and shit. So
yeah, he does a lot of adverts and stuff for like big companies and stuff. But the quality of stuff's
was it a conscious decision of let's do something? High level?
It was sort of like trying to get something to the highest polished level to try and put as the first thing out on the album, you know, as high quality as we can get. So that's why we seen his stuff. Who's it? Words That Burn used them.
Words That Burn used them. Dream Awake have used them.
Yep.
Half the adverts you see on the TV have fucking used them. He knows his shit. He went over actually and did a thing with Conor McGregor with his Mayweather fight. Did all his like behind the scenes footage and with all his team.
There's a collaboration on one of the tracks with Morgan Reed from Bloodshot Dawn. How did that come about?
We played Bloodshot and Reprisal. We're playing in Cork, and we played with them. So we were on that, and actually Keith knew Morgan from before because they were both into massively shredding guitars. Keith had played songs with them before on YouTube, but this was like years and years ago, and they hadn't spoke to each other in ages. And then whenever they met at the gig again, that sort of like they got talking again. So Keith was they were talking back and forward for like ages after that, and then Keith just sort of says, "Would you like to do like a spot on it?" So that's how that came about. But they're pretty close, those two, so that was awesome as well. Especially someone who's like from a big band, having him on the album, that's
amazing as well.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like,
how's that happen then? I mean, do you guys record the song in the studio and then that gets sent over to him, who then records?
He essentially has his own setup, so it's like a DI. So he recorded the DI, like a clean track of it, and then he sent it through, and then Josh worked
his magic, his
and
wizardry
into it. Yeah, so that's the way that worked.
The artwork you've got, the Arnold the Wolf Cranes there, with like an octopus or...
Well, it's the Ketos. That's what Ketos means. It's Greek for the Kraken, a big sea mammal. Actually, it's really funny. One of my neighbors told me in like other parts of Europe, he's like, "Oh, Ketos, it means a fat woman. Ha ha ha! It was such a Ketos last night." So I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's what our band is about. That's exactly what it means. But that's what it is, and our EP had it as well. We call him the big man. He hasn't got a name yet. Maybe that's a name something we can think of in the future, the big lad.
Yeah.
So we were like thinking about what would we have for art, and I just had this idea. We were just jamming away one day, and I was like, right, what if we had the Ketos attacking Belfast? And originally I was thinking, you know, it could be fucking attacking City Hall, attacking the Odyssey, and obviously that's
it was sort of
ridiculous. But we had, what if he's just attacking the port and the cranes? That's instantly recognisable as Belfast, and it's sort of the double meaning, like a Ketos coming to destroy Belfast.
Yeah, it's sort of a nod to
pictures it up,
anything, you know. We went through, like, as you say, like City Hall and all that sort of thing, but
we
thought that would be cool. Like him coming into the port, like being a sea monster and that, So, and then we found Cookie on Instagram, the guy that does the artwork, and like just fell in love with his stuff straight away. I was like, this is the guy. Like, we need to get him.
Is he local?
I'm not even sure.
From America or something?
Yeah, I think he's American. But yeah, I just sort of got in touch with him on Instagram and went back and forth a couple of times. But every single time, if you go on his Instagram page, like every single time, it's just amazing. Like he never makes anything bad at all. So whenever it came through, we're just like, that is amazing. Like we're so happy with it.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
Excellent. And you just got the albums today, is that right?
Yeah, just this morning.
Despite the fact that anyone banned it
2 days ago. Yeah, that's when our stock came. So we have them now to sell on the road at our exclusive merch stands, and off any of us in person. If you see us in the street, just stop us and buy an album.
Pete will have 10 of them in his pocket and just be like, cheese.
Yeah, easy as.
Excellent. Well, good luck with the album. Hope it goes well.
Thank you.
You are in the final for Metal to the Masses this year. Is this the second time you've made it to the final?
Second time, yeah, we've done it.
Yeah,
the final.
Really fucking obvious question, but how much do you just want it?
Oh, we
Really
fucking want it. Yeah, it'd be the best thing ever. Like to get over there. And
every
play
single
fucking
heat,
Bloodstock.
even from last year, I was just like in it to win it. Like essentially, like you have that faith in your music and stuff, and you go into it. Especially, I think the first heat is always the hardest for some reason because it's the start of the competition. And then after that, you're just really eager for it. Like. And going into it, there's so much competition this year as well. Like every year there is.
Oh, it's great. Like they're live streaming the heats now and the semis, so you can check them all out if you've missed any. And that's any nights I haven't been able to make it. I've been checking them out live on the internet.
You can do your research.
You do your research. You can see who you're up against, and
yeah,
like there's obviously ones in there that we know and we're friends with, like Lockhorns, Elder Druid. There's a lot of new bands this
like
year who you'll be seeing. Like Nomadis,
Nomadis'
Delusional
gig.
Silence,
Like the first
and
heat,
these.
the
They're
first
all
gig.
new to me. Like and. Fair play, it's cool. They're coming in and hopefully they get from it what everybody got. Like last time around, it was great. Like everyone in it made a whole bunch of new friends, played a whole bunch of new gigs. Even though everyone got the place they did from first to last, everyone had a great time. Everyone enjoyed partaking, and it only just brought people together. If anything, like it was class.
How do you feel it's compared this year in terms of not just quality, but sort of the buzz about it and stuff?
Feels like it's still as good as it was last year. Yeah,
I think. Last year, if you're doing the podcast, they actually give it like a massive buzz. Like I was watching that and like researching like everything and looking into stuff that you were saying on that as well. So that kind of like had a bit more of a buzz about it. I think yeah. Same again this year. Like there is just a lot of talent. It's like Nomadis and that coming through. Like
Nomadis was a band we stood watching them and we kind of thought these guys aren't bad. They're pretty good. And then they mentioned that. It's our first gig. It's our first time on stage, and it wasn't like
it was just like what
sometimes you have other bands and it's their first time playing, but it's their first time playing, and they've all been in separate bands.
Yeah,
But I think those guys, it was the first time playing.
And then as well, like this year, you've Victim Royale, as we call them.
We're going to go with Royal.
The last year they were in the semis, and this year they're in the final. So there's that opportunity of making it further every year. Those guys are great too. I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring to it.
Yeah, definitely.
You're past me another.
Yeah. Who would you say is your biggest threat in the final?
Fuck, I don't know. Like, I mean, they all bring something different.
And the thing is different about the final as well. It's not like it's just Simon Hall comes by himself.
Yeah.
And it's just one guy's opinion on that day.
So you just got to impress.
It's just whatever he thinks on the day. Mm-hmm. So you can't really overthink it too much. Like you can't think, this band's going to win or that band. It's just whatever he picks. I would say Lockhorns or Elder Druid would be the ones that I'm worrying about.
that's just putting the fear in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be worried about anything. They can all fuck
off.
No, I'm only joking. They know I love them. But no, just be you. Everyone's actually different. I mean, you take all the bands apart. Elder Druid do the whole Stoner Doom thing. Lockhorns do the whole Riffy Gem thing. We do the whole thrash thing. Victim Royale do the whole fucking youth thing. The whole like pop punk. But I didn't know, like, you know what I mean? There's like a special energy there. Everybody's different, There's nobody no two the same bands in it. Kind of like last year as well. Just go out, do your fucking best, have fun.
That's it. You just have to go out and do exactly what you do. Give it everything.
That's what I was going to ask. I mean, obviously, whenever you play a regular gig, you want to put on the best show you possibly can.
Yeah.
Is there anything different in terms of your approach whenever you're playing a competition?
Not really.
Whenever you're... Maybe you don't go out there intentionally, let's impress people, maybe just go out and do your thing. But
the only different thing for us, is that we're more conscious of the time. Because when it's your own gig, you go 5 minutes over, you cut a song, it's no big fucking deal, nobody cares. But it's this, and they're like, right, 8:30 to fucking 9, 10:30 to 11. That's what we're just conscious of.
Not even
so
that.
It's kind of like
you have to take into the fact that he's going to be looking at you as a band, not just your music, but how professional you are, like everything like that. Because he's going to be thinking, I want this band to be at my festival.
Yeah.
So you have to take into account all that stuff as well as like your.
That's
set,
the only thing that we have really done differently about it. Just practiced on the stopwatch. Kept making sure it's hitting the time. But otherwise, it's a lot looser. It doesn't matter. But
we've said that before. The best band in the world could get up on that stage, but if it takes them 20 minutes to break down afterwards,
he's just going to be like.
Well, yes. Here's an example. We're opening for Bloodshot.
Run smooth as anything.
Remember, we were opening for Bloodshot in Cork, and the sound guy couldn't get the fucking monitors to work, and it actually cut 20 minutes off our set or something.
No,
we took two songs.
For 5 hours, and I cut 10 minutes off for 30-minute set.
Yeah, and it wasn't even our fault. We were standing there ready to go, and your fellow was like fucking around, couldn't get the monitors working. So it can be the stupidest thing, can trip you right up when it comes to being like rigid for time.
Yeah, but I think you just have to go out and give it absolutely fucking stags. That's what you have to do. Like,
we don't even think of it as anything than another normal gig. Don't add that pressure to yourself. Just do your best, because you should always be fucking doing your best. Yeah. So why, how are you gonna?
I think that competition does add something to it as well. You go out and you play a gig, and it's like, you try and give it 100%, but that competition just adds something else to it as well. Not even like, you get to run Bloodshot, like I get to play Bloodshot and all that, but just being competitive against other bands just adds something else to it. Gives me like extra adrenaline and stuff. Like there's an extra thing to it,
We've talked a wee bit about some of the bands there, Loughorns and Eldred and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think of like the overall local scene at the minute?
Oh, it's great. This
is amazing.
This is the time to do it. I mean, I've been involved since I've been like 16, which was less than 10 years ago. No, but maybe, I don't know, fucking like 18 years ago or something. So and it's never been as good as it has been now. I don't think.
Genuinely,
yeah. I've seen it gone through a few different like changes of all the hot shots that were rising through at the time, and the sort of camaraderie of the bands. And I think now it's at the best it's ever been.
That's a big thing, like the camaraderie of bands. Like the minute I think all the bands are like really keen to help each other and like they're in the same boat with each other. Like it's
even when it comes to this competition, it's still great.
Yeah, and there's the quality of bands coming through is amazing. Like, just like so many bands just bringing out amazing EPs, it's singles, videos, like everything's been like up a notch.
Yeah,
it's absolutely amazing. Like,
could you give a top 2 or 3 bands locally?
Yeah, actually, Loughorns would be top for me. Like, they're absolutely one of my favorite, not just local bands, but bands of all fucking time.
Just like Loughorns, Crawling, Wargos, Senescence.
There's honestly too many to name, to be honest. Like Cursed Sun, fucking.
Yeah, Cursed Sun.
Everybody.
Yeah. This is a question I love to ask all bands that I interview, and I probably will ask every band that I talk to. What are your aspirations? What are the goals? I mean, where do you want to take Ketos to?
Human enslavement.
World domination.
World domination. Not just a fucking... to take it as far as it fucking can. It would be awesome to like tour America, headline download, earn a shit ton of money so it can pay for itself, and we quit our stupid day jobs and just fucking do it all the time. For it to go as big as it could, I mean...
Yeah. I think if you like lay the level really low, you're going absolutely nowhere. Whereas like you just have to go and try and like you're like, oh, there's no point in like aiming that high. It's like there is.
But like it's more than just aiming high.
At that stage where like they were just a little band and now they're fucking massive, and they're like, so just as you say, as high as you can go.
But it's like thinking about it realistically, you can't just I want to take it as high as we can. See what we're doing at the minute and then think of, right, how can you better that? Go one better. And so like Keith, for example, gives himself fucking 2 hours of fucking music theory homework every night. Gives himself homework every fucking
Serious?
night. Yeah. Like I'm lucky if I get 2 hours of practice a month.
It's mainly
on the guitar.
Playing guitar though.
Yeah. There's like shows us some of this shit he does, all this lines and dots music theory crap. I fucking flies straight over my head. But he's making it as a step to actively better himself, and it's the same for me. Like I was like, right, what's the biggest scream on that fucking song, right?
Yeah.
How can we do one better? How can we do one better? And then take it from that, and then again go one better. Just keep challenging yourself to go one better.
And that's the thing we do as a band as well. Like we record practices and we record like live shows, and we watch them back, and it's like, right, we can pick that out. Can you make that better? Or like, what if in between that you could do that instead, or cut this out, or whatever.
Move on to the next thing you can make better.
Tweaking. It's sort of like trying to better yourself every single time with anything. Like it doesn't matter what it is. just trying to put the bar a bit.
It sounds like I said to you before one time about music videos and stuff. Like everything you should do should be better than the last.
Oh, aye, absolutely.
If your curve starts to take a downturn,
yeah,
like you're making mistakes.
Yeah.
Clearly. You know. Is there anything I've missed that you just want to pimp or? No.
Can I suggest something?
Go
The
ahead.
album launch on Friday.
Oh yes,
Will this be edited?
Saturday. No, leave it in. It's funny that way.
Is it this Friday?
It's Saturday.
Well, we mention it, and then if it's not,
So you've two gigs lined up. Basically, you've got the Metal to the Masses final, but you've got your own album launch party.
Yeah.
Which is something I meant to ask you about. Tell me about the lineup. Who else is playing with us?
Oh, Death of a Salesman, who has been my best mates from fucking going back far than you can remember.
it's heavy as hell.
It's great to do a gig again with them, and of course Dead Label, who are a fucking big deal now.
Just absolutely stoked to have them on. Like,
Yeah, I'm quite lucky
massive
because
band. Like,
but back in my old band, us and Death of a Salesman and Dead Label, we all like came up at the same time. We're all on the same fucking bullshit label. We all fucking cut our teeth together, and we've all stayed mates. And I just asked them would they like to come up and do the album launch, and they're like, fuck yeah. So they're always up for a gig. If you ever looking at a gig with them, just fucking ask them. Don't,
you think of all bands that
they haven't forgotten who they are, they haven't forgotten who their friends are, and they're happy to fucking play with anybody. So
they
it's cool.
supported Devil Driver and like they supported Machine Head.
Gojira,
They support Machine Head.
everybody that's come
so
through, like,
to
yeah.
get them on is amazing. Like,
the first time I seen them was in the Ulster Hall
Yeah.
on that big fucking stage, and to me, when someone mentions Dead Level,
just think of
that's
that.
the thought that comes
Yeah.
to my head. I still remember because they were so well spread apart,
Yeah,
and they're only a 3-piece,
yeah.
but they still managed to kind
aye.
of.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Their music's
like-
brilliant, but they're all on stage and stuff as well. They're
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
as you say, like there's only 3 of them like across there,
Well,
but they
4
all,
now.
but, yeah. But like even as you say, they're all spaced out, like, but they just go mental.
Yeah,
So it's absolutely brilliant. Like to have them on, that'll be class. I'm just looking forward to watching them myself.
absolutely. And then Death of a Salesman, who I've missed in Metal to the Masses, they had to pull out because of
Rory
Yeah.
had a back injury,
Yeah.
which is
back
sad.
injury,
Yeah, I'm totally looking forward to having those guys on. It'll be brilliant. It's cool because we're all best friends from back in the day and all coming together again. It's kind of like a big mad reunion as
Yeah,
well.
party.
So
And then a lot of the times that I see you guys, it's a half-hour slot. It's your album launch.
Oh,
so
shit,
are we going
yeah.
to get a bit more than that?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's like fucking 10 songs in the set.
I can't remember
It's
exactly.
the
Yeah,
whole
there is,
fucking
there's 10.
album.
Yeah,
Plus some more.
You're playing the album,
Yeah.
start to finish.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
There's a wee bit of
there's a
tweaking.
little bit of tweaking to add in one of the old favourites somewhere along
Just
the line.
fine. If it's not chaos there, I'm going to be disappointed.
See, that's
You
what I
have, you have to
said.
show up and
You have to
see.
show up and see. Show up and see. Oh, knocking all that shit
I
over.
reckon they should.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay, well, I think we'll wrap it up there. I think that's everything.
Brilliant.
It is.
Thanks for coming down
No
and
problem.
helping us re-kickstart this podcast, and hopefully we'll have you on again.
Hopefully.
Talk some shit, drink more beers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's got twice.
Thanks very much. And
Cheers, man.
get down to Voodoo on the 17th of May for Metal to the Masses final. And Voodoo,
Keep listening to the wrong kind of music.
Voodoo again for
Free on Saturday.
Voodoo this Saturday, which is what date?
The 4th of
Yeah, it's
May.
4th of May.
And
Star Wars
It's early. It's 6:30.
Star Wars
Turn up.
Day. Yeah. Half
On the
6. Yeah. Half 6 stores. Yeah. Get down early because the other bands are awesome as well. So
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to see all that.
yeah.
Sweet. And as Pete reminded me, keep listening to the wrong kind of music.
Yeah.
Okay, just before we go, I missed one thing. I had asked on the Facebook page if anyone has any questions for Ketos, so we're going to take a run through those questions. First up, Josh Sid Robinson. Anyone know
No,
No,
who's
I've heard
that?
of them.
him?
Sounds like a weirdo.
What was the recording process like?
Well,
Feel free to slag him off.
it was actually really fun. I just went in there. I went and did it. Well, for the music, I'm guessing it was different, but for vocals, I just went in. We had a few beers, had a few smokes, had the crack, did a few warm-up takes, went in, did the shit. Just fucking were happy enough.
Yeah, Josh knows what he's at. So like as you said, good crack. You go in and like he's one of your mates, so like you have a bit of crack with him as well. But as soon as it gets down to it, he knows exactly what he's doing and he just gets the job done.
It's more what he does after you've left.
Yeah,
Where
he
the
did
real
as
magic
well.
happens. You just go and do what you do. He takes it down and then let him work with it.
Okay, Peter Bowden from Victim Royal. He asks, how come Dwayne's pecan technique is the way it is? Unusual but clearly highly effective.
It's all that.
I don't. See, I never knew that my picking hand was weird until like about a year ago. And then people used to say like, "What the fuck way are you holding a pick and what way are you picking at gigs and stuff?" So I think it's just the fact that I play a lot of rhythm and don't like really concentrate on lead more than the way that I'm holding it.
Is it just the way you hold your pick? Or
Yeah, and I think like I'll hold my arm at a different angle and stuff. But yeah, I've never really thought about it until like people start mentioning it. I think it's always guitarists that mention it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. I've never really noticed it before. I need to record myself and see what way I'm doing it wrong. Like.
That's what she said.
Josh says that you gain powers by sacrificing the ability to stay in tune.
My fucking Kelly K3 just does not like to stay in tune once you change the strings for about a week.
Dwayne
And
loves tuning his guitar.
Fucking hell, it's just like the most annoying thing ever. And you go into the studio and you just change your strings and it's like, fucking hell.
Shane Thompson. No. Where the fuck's that come from?
Who the fuck's Shane Thompson?
Shane Hughes. Who does the most rancid tour farts? There's always one. And he's tagged George.
James,
yep.
James. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else even does anything.
Snores like a motherfucker as well. I put earplugs in last time, it was that bad.
Like where we practice up at Dick Farm.
Dick Farm. No, you need to.
It's never been called that before.
Keith and Gareth, their folks have a big ass farm and we practice in one of the barns up there. And there's always mad slurry shit from the countryside. James's farts will hit you through that. And that's how serious it is.
That's aggressive.
We want him to see
Hi,
a
James.
doctor.
Another one for you, Dwayne. Why do you like mushrooms so much?
Mushrooms are amazing, that's why.
They fucking are.
There must be a step
Yeah.
there, must be.
I put up a picture on Facebook. It's Robbie, isn't it? Robbie Beckett.
Robbie Beckett.
Yeah. I put up a picture on Facebook and I had mushrooms on a pizza and he was like, "What the fuck?" And he just mentioned to me every gig that he really fucking hates mushrooms and he's like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Mushrooms are great on pizza.
Exactly.
Mushrooms are great.
And that's the thing, I got mushrooms added to that pizza and he was like, "That's blasphemy." So yeah, every single time he's just been like.
Sometimes they're nice in like a tea.
I had to get like a little
dried
pack
out.
of mushrooms and just fucking chuck them at him.
Okay, same again from Robbie Beckett. Favourite song off the album and why? He's got both answers.
Shit. What do you think?
Ooh, that's quite a tough question to be honest, because like I've been saying these songs for so long that you like them all for different reasons. In terms of what I don't know, in terms of like what I would listen to as well, like Into the Maelstrom or Fall in Line have a more thrashy vibe to them than some of the other songs.
Yeah.
So I would probably say those, but then at the same time, like songs like Escape the Chains, it's got a bit of everything in it that we do. So for that reason, I kind of like it as well. I don't know. It's quite a hard question that.
I have a clear cut favourite, the opener, Escape the Chains, for Keith's solo, because it just keeps fucking going and going, and then you think it's gonna end, and then it goes again, and then you think it's gonna end, and then it fucking goes again, and it's just like, it's ridiculous. I was in a fucking supermarket earlier doing a Sainsbury shop, was whistling along with it, and all these women kept giving me weird looks. It's like, bitch, this is not for you. This is Keith solo. Like, be careful where you whistle it, because women are weird.
It's not the answer I was expecting.
No, it's him.
I think Claire has a question for the band.
What's the biggest disagreement you've ever had in the band?
Biggest disagreement.
Oh, we don't really.
There's not many. There's
To be fair, like sometimes it goes into the chat, and it, like there'll be like, "No, I think we should do it this way or that way," but we always come to like a middle ground. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's kind of like
There's never.
the importance of what we're doing and the entertainment value, and don't be fucking around too much, don't be making it too serious. But that's not even really a big disagreement.
But even-
It's hard, there's
like,
no disagreements.
When you're in a band with 5 guys, everyone's not going to always think the exact same way every single time.
But like,
Or
we're all
like
from
you're
like the same background, we're all
Yeah.
the same age, everyone's on quite the same level. I can't recall any major disagreements ever.
No, there's no big ones, but it's always just like sort of we have to like
Silly.
discuss it
Yeah.
until we come to like a conclusion with
But
it.
it's usually always pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's always like someone brings someone around the it's a way of looking at it.
I know that Robbie's question wasn't necessarily directed to me, but I'm going to give an answer anyway. I'm going to say my 2 favourite songs on the album. First of all, Fall in Line, because I love the vocal hook. I think the vocal hook on
The chorus.
That was actually written all by Dwayne. Music, lyrics, singing melodies.
I was singing that off the back of his plant live long ago.
I've seen you play it like
You know.
singing it on like the first gig.
Yeah.
Like,
And then second one, first strike because it's got a big slammy bit and you just don't have any slammy bits.
Yeah.
So,
Slamming bit is slamming.
I think it's fucking
Pretty
class.
good.
That's the thing, like there's quite a lot of different types, as you say, like it has a bit more of a chuggy feel to it than the other songs. Yeah. That's quite weird as well, because you picked two that are like completely different from each other.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking serious song too. Like the lyrics are all about war and people and how people are like fighting against each other, where it's not like you do know that this is in neither of your interests and this is all some rich motherfucker pulling the strings, so why are you doing it? But it's a very fun song as well, so there's a weird contrast there. And then again, Keith plays it out with one of his epic fucking solos. What do they call it?
Yeah.
The Vivaldi piece.
Yeah.
Keith doing his Vivaldi.
It's probably the one that's got like the most breakdowny section as well, and on the album, when it comes about halfway through, and like the sort of everything sort of dies down, and it just builds up again.
Absolutely, because when I had it on, it was kind of hard that way, but it was like, is this still Ketos song?
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, love that bit. Okay, so we'll wrap it up for the second time then.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep on listening to the wrong kind of music, and we'll see you next time.